Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hot Takes and Beer Breaks. I'm John, your host, joined as always by Justin and Jason. How you guys doing?
Hello.
And this week we have a very special guest. We have Jake joining us this week. How you
Hello.
doing?
How's it going?
You're not going to pick your phone up again and, wave it around, right?
Chase a dog.
No. I'm watching him,
Uh,
but he's good. He's chewing on my plant, but that's protein or fiber, so he's good.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we're good.
This week we put up a Snap or an Instagram poll asking our listeners what they wanted us to talk about, whether or not they wanted us to talk about the protests going on around justice for George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, or if they wanted us to just do a fun, lighthearted story, talking about, just nonsense, just something to kind of distract people. And our listeners said they wanted a fun story, so that's what we're going to be going on with today. But we just wanted to say quickly, we're fully in support for justice for George Floyd. We're very happy that all of the police officers have been charged, and we're hoping, things move forward in a very good way. And we're hoping these protests lead to something very productive. And we're standing with you, so we're very proud of what's been going on. And that's just what we wanted to say.
Agreed.
Yeah? Agreed?
Yep.
All right, guys. So
Time for
this
some
week-
nonsense.
this week, yeah, time for some nonsense. So as we've been in quarantine, everyone's been looking for something to watch or rewatch. Avatar the Last Airbender has made a return to Netflix and
It
instantly became one of the number one shows to watch on Netflix, and that's
Not
what
the
we're going to
movie.
be talking about. Not the movie.
crap.
No. The movie's terrible. So this week we're going to talk about Avatar the Last Airbender. Overall, did you guys enjoy the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I want to point this out because I don't know if it was just me,
Okay.
because we all grew up with this. Do you remember there only being 60 episodes? I always thought it was so much longer.
Oh no, I thought so too. Like I
could have
was fully.
sworn there was only one book. I never ever remember
Oh no,
seeing
you're
book 2 or
completely
book
wrong
3.
for that. I don't.
But I remember
Yeah, they
seeing
gotta do every
episodes.
element.
Yeah, I remember seeing episodes from it though. Like when I was rewatching it, I was in book 1 more. I was like, okay, like where's Tough come in? Like when do they go to Ba Sing Se? And like it never did. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? I totally remember this happening in the first book. I was
Yeah,
very
I
upset.
remember.
I was so
That-
confused.
That middle part, like, it felt so much longer watching it now because it's just. I feel like everything else, like, I watched it all when I was at work, obviously. So I was just going episode, and it like flowed together. But then there was like that whole series, I think, where like I didn't realize that when they got to the Water Kingdom was actually that long, and I was like really
Really?
surprised.
Oh yeah, that's like half the season of the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go to the
Wasn't it?
North Pole.
I thought it was like 3 episodes or something. Wasn't it?
felt longer. There's
Yeah.
immense world building.
Well,
When
it
I
was
was-
like,
Yeah, without question.
We're watching it like 12 years ago when it first premiered. I remember it being way longer than it was now. Like I breezed past it. Like I was like, oh, like I was fully expecting to skip some of the filler episodes because every show has that, but I didn't. Every
Yeah,
episode was
nonsense.
important, and it just seemed to flow by for me. But everyone's to each their own, right?
I guess so, yeah.
So overall, the show was incredible. I mean, it's widely
course.
regarded
Can't
as
go
one of the
wrong.
greatest,
Mhm.
not only cartoon. Well, do you guys side on cartoon or anime? What do you
It's
think?
an anime that's not an anime.
yeah.
Okay.
Just as Teen Titans and Cory in the House.
Corey
Yes.
in the house. What?
Cory is
No,
one
no,
of
no,
the
both
most
great-
anime characters. It's a good fact. We'll check
Both
the
great
links below.
examples.
Yeah.
Okay.
His dad
I mean-
is the cook of the White House. He has the power to change everything.
This is true.
Yeah.
I mean, it is regarded as one of the greatest, not only animes, but cartoons, television shows. It won a Peabody Award for,
Yeah.
I believe it was character development, right?
I believe so, yeah. They had
believe
such
so.
great character development.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh my
character
God.
development on that show is
Out of this
incredible.
world.
And I think that's one of the things that distinguishes it from other kid shows is it makes it very fun and lighthearted for kids to watch, but also makes the show very deep that adults and
Yeah.
kids alike can
It
understand
deals,
it. And
it deals with so many issues, just like throughout
Exactly.
the whole thing. It's crazy.
did you
And they
guys
had,
have a
like,
favorite?
whole like the amount of like homages to different like movies and stuff that go on throughout it. Like the
Yeah.
whole like
Yeah.
secret thing. Oh yeah, we're spoilers by the way.
Oh, yeah, of
Just
course.
Oh yeah,
Get that
probably.
out of the way early. Like all like
We
the
haven't touched on
secret, like,
spoilers yet, so
society
that's
things
lucky.
is just ripped straight out
Oh
of
yeah.
all the Bossing
Yeah.
Say
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, you got to also think about when they were first meeting Toph and they had their wrestling matches.
Oh.
And that was just basically WWE and the Macho
Yeah.
Man, the Boulder, fights for no one. Yeah,
Wasn't
it
the
was just
Boulder
like-
the Rock?
No, it was the Boulder.
No, he
It
was
was the-
Boulder,
yeah.
John.
So it
He
was
should have been
Boulder.
voiced by The Rock.
It looked like old Rock with a goatee,
Yeah.
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 and then it had the voice of Macho Man. So it was
Yeah.
like
Okay.
just a combine of everything, and it was actually like obviously a good one.
Yeah.
That was it was an incredible show. Did you guys have a favorite episode or moment from the show? Do you want me
My
to say mine?
favorite
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah, John, you start since you know the question.
Okay.
I think.
I'll start and I'll give you guys some help. So I think my favorite episode looking back on it, I mean, they're all incredible. It's hard to really pick one, but I think when they go to the Fire Nation, and this isn't, I mean,
Scrub
obviously
Nation,
the
by the way.
big battle at the end is incredible. And the big battle, like I'm excluding those in my opinion. I'm just going on one episode that had one story
Okay.
that had a finish and an end. So I thought when they went to the Fire Nation, and remember when Aang goes to the Fire Nation school?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
With the
and he
gold.
kind of like he learns about the
Oh,
history,
the
and
Footloose
he's
episode?
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
yeah. When he has a secret dance party,
Yeah.
and it I think it touches really well on kids from other. Oh, we just lost Jake. Oh, he's back. Okay,
No, he's back.
He's back,
I don't know
baby.
what happened.
but we lost. But understanding
Oops.
that kids from other nations, they're these innocent kids that don't understand, and then they're just fed propaganda in their schools to make them believe that the Fire Nation fought a air army, but they didn't have an army. They were nomads,
Yeah.
so
How would
makes
you know
it
that?
seem.
Were you there?
Well, I
100
was there
years ago?
100. I was there 100 years ago. Yeah, and then obviously, the dance party at the end, and trying to get to them, trying to make them seem like there's more fun in the world. There's more stuff. I think it's a really great message, and I think it's very powerful, especially today.
Yeah.
Mm.
What do you guys have?
Just you got one or Jake?
Well, are we picking whole episodes or like favorite scene?
Well, you can pick a favorite moment. That's fine with me. I meant that episode and what that entailed.
Oh, because I really like the one episode where they're about to go to the who are the warriors? The
Kyoshi.
Kyoshi
Yeah.
warriors are on that island, and Aang's just trying to flex on people. So he walks up and he's
Oh
like,
yeah.
"Hey, Katara, look at this!" And he holds his hand and spins rocks around, and he has just this doofy ass grin on his face when he shows to the people. He's like, "I'm the Avatar."
Look at me.
It's golden. It's beautiful.
That is quality. That's quality.
Jason, do you have a favorite episode or moment?
Jake, you got one? If you got one, you can go first.
Oh, Jacob.
Ooh.
Putting everybody else in the
obviously-
spotlight besides me.
I think one of my favorite episodes, and it's like kind of like a dumb filler episode, is
Mhm.
when Sokka's doing the swordsman training.
Oh yeah, it's really
that's
cool.
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
one.
Because it's just like, oh, now you're a master swordsman. I'm like, dude, he was getting smacked the entire time. He was like jumping from here to here. He swung the sword twice. But my favorite part about it is you could change the environment to make yourself comfortable and everything like that. And it's just like, oh, okay. And he starts moving everything around. He makes like a little hammock. He's like, yeah, can I have a cold drink? And the guy's like, yeah, I'll take mine with lemon. So I was obviously laughing at that one.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got two. I'm torn between two. One is the first time they meet Toph when they go to the wrestling, because
Okay.
just fucking like old WWE nostalgia for me, basically. It's a great episode. And then the other one's I think it's called Zuko Alone.
Ooh,
When he just,
Yeah.
like,
that's the one
goes
that won
off.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
That's one that
Yeah, it
won.
might have been. Just everything about that episode is just so good. Like, it shows him as a character on his own, and
It also-
it's only him in the episode.
It also shows both sides of the war, you know what I mean? It goes
Yeah.
into Zuko's side and how he grew up, but it also deals with the hardship of the Earth Kingdom and, family
Yeah.
that doesn't
He
have
meets
their
little
son
farm
anymore.
boy, and just everything.
Yeah, and
And
then
it's such a good episode.
it also deals with prejudice because they all think he's a great person up until they find out he's part
Yeah,
of the
he's in
Fire
the Fire
Nation.
Nation.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a really good episode. All great choices. I mean, the show is
Yeah, you can't
incredible.
go
So you
wrong.
guys all did
There's 60
incredible.
fantastic choices.
All right, I have
Was-
an unprepared question.
Okay.
I
go ahead.
bet.
Who's
Go.
the best character in the show?
In what terms?
Ooh.
Like just
Who's
overall,
the
or
best character? Because I know the answer.
I think Zuko had the greatest character arc,
Definitely.
but I think Katara might be like the most encouraging because she goes from this waterbender who can't really do much,
yeah,
who
she's
gets
kind of
to
unsure of herself.
gets to the Northern Water Temple, isn't allowed to learn because it deals with sexism in this show as well. She's a girl, she's not allowed to teach in their ways, but then breaks through, becomes a master, and then is one of the reasons they defeat one of the biggest enemies in what was Zuko's sister's name? Azula.
Azula. Yeah.
Azula. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I think it's hard to beat this one though. Uncle Iroh, obviously
you.
the best character.
Yeah.
Obviously
Yeah.
the best character.
That's where I was going
Because
to.
if you go by character development, like we're going with Zuko and all that, and Katara, he went from being a general of a country that, like, obviously he did some pretty messed up things. He went and he changed his entire life after his son died, and like went to a gentle, more peaceful way. And he learned to not fight to gain, but to fight to defend and protect. So it's kind of hard to argue against that when you've got someone make that big of a leap, and also he got yoked in jail. So yes,
That's true. That is
That
true.
trading montage gets to be hype.
He is incredible.
That's the
He's-
only training montage I work out to now.
Yep.
He
I did
also
like 2
seems-
sit-ups. I'm like, hell yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I will.
I row.
Jason, who do you got? Best
Yeah,
character?
I'm going with Iroh too. Like,
Iroh. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
I didn't
everything.
even think of that.
Yeah,
That's a great.
he's
yeah,
so
that's
like
great.
wisdom and like thoughtful too. Like just the proverbs he says and everything.
He seems to really know what's going on and really guide all the
Yeah.
characters around to the right path. I mean, he has
Yeah.
interactions with all of them, so that's incredible. All right. Do we have anything from the show we would change, though? Is there anything you wish was maybe tweaked a little bit in hindsight 2020? I mean, you don't have to
Say
criticize.
because I haven't seen Legend of Korra.
So,
Oh, really?
Things I
Yeah.
might want in this might be in the next one.
Might be in there.
I actually have more criticisms towards Legend of Korra because I don't think they.
They did
there
it,
was-
they did Avatar justice.
Well, I think they did Avatar justice. I wish there was certain things in the follow up that were a little different based on what
Yeah.
was shown in this show.
Mm.
Like I think it was heavily influenced that all the benders learn from each animal, but in Legend of
Yeah.
the Korra, it's kind of implied that they learn bending from the turtles. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of different. I guess you can kind of solve that, but
Wait, is
Well,
this
it was-
one of the
it was
animals
pretty
that they
cool.
learned it from?
no. So like, firebenders learn from dragons, waterbenders learn from the moon, airbenders learn from sky bison. I was watching videos today.
oh, okay.
That's
I was gonna
still
say, I
my-
thought they learned from
Research, huh?
turtles. Yeah,
Yeah, I was reaching, but then Legend
I'm
of the
out of
Korra
they get their
implies
power
that-
from the moon. I thought they learned from turtles.
No, they learned from pushing and pulling of the waves from the moon.
Yeah,
Oh,
they saw the moon how it push and pull, so that's how they learned.
okay.
Yes.
An
But-
endless dance between two eternal beings.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm gonna give a hot take here, and I want to see if you guys agree with me. All right, ready?
Shoot.
Ready for this hot take? Maybe beer break. So
No.
I think the only thing I would change in this show is it's pretty much flawless, but it's a nitpicky criticism, so it's really unfair. But I'm just gonna say it just to say it. Is I think there should have been more implication that Katara had feeling towards Aang in the show, because I think it's implied a little bit, like there's blushing and she seems jealous at certain times when Aang gets close to other females, but it almost seems like Katara has more of a attraction to Zuko at certain times than she does to Aang, and then all of a sudden they're just together. You know what I mean? Like it seems like such a quick turnaround because Aang and Katara, like Aang is much more attracted to Katara than Katara is to Aang.
I don't know, because you start off and obviously she has the crush on him, and when he's like gets close with other girls in the beginning on like Kyoshi Island, she like shows the jealousy about it. But
Okay.
then you kind of get like this cool little aspect of it though, because remember when he like tells her like, "Oh, we have feelings of this and this," and she's like, "Listen, all this is going on, like that's not important." So it kind of shows that like she has the feelings, she just doesn't have, she doesn't want to like be resolved, like
Mhm.
stuck like, "Oh, these are my feelings
Yeah.
because I see what you can do." And everything like that. And it's like, listen, we got more important things to go on than like feelings for you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like she makes like the sacrifice if you want to look at it like that.
Okay,
Yes.
that's completely
And
fair.
he's
No, that makes sense.
12.
Well, yeah, she's only 14.
Yeah.
It's never implied, right? They never figure out, is she only 14 or is she?
No, I think they
No,
said
it is because Aang. They like told Aang that he was
Aang
going to
was
be the
12.
Avatar when he was 12.
Yeah.
And they were like around the same age.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think she's 14 and Sokka's 15 or something, or
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
somewhere, it's something like that. But those
I know
they
it
have like
was,
been. I think
17.
Zuko's like 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, no, it's always hindsight. I just wish because it felt like when they were on Fire Island and Aang kind of confesses his love, and then she kind of seems to pull back, and then all of a sudden, a few episodes later, they're together. I'm not saying it's a bad choice, or I'm just saying maybe like they could have done something a little differently. I'm nitpicking.
Are
You know
you
what it is,
saying there's a
unfairly.
constant
John doesn't believe in
pull and
true love,
fro
guys.
between them, almost like the waves
Maybe.
caused by
No,
the
it's
moon?
John. John
aka
It's just
just doesn't believe in
something-
true love.
Sokka's
It's fine, John.
girlfriend.
It's fine. It happens.
Which one? Dude pulls.
Ooh.
Dude.
It's just something to think about. That was my only thing. When I posed that question to you guys earlier, and I was like, "What do you?" that's the only thing that came to my mind because the show's so good. It's really hard to
I
say
agree,
anything.
because the one nitpick I had with John Wick was that there wasn't a convoluted love triangle in it.
So there we go.
Yes.
So if you could choose a bending style, like if you did grow up in the Avatar world and you were able to choose, what bending style would you choose?
Which would we choose, or which is the best?
We'll do which is we'll choose, and then we'll do what we think is the best.
All right. Should I go first?
Yeah, Jake, go. You go first.
Give
You're the
your
guest,
terrible
and
answers
tell us
first.
why you would choose that style.
Okay. So, one, I figured water would be the coolest because, A, it's not like, hey, I gotta be like about 6 feet into like a pool of water to be able to do something. Like, she's got like a Dasani bottle of water and she's like messing dudes up. So I think I'd go water because, A, she like pulls water out of the air, this, and the blood bending is badass. I'd have no problem with that. I mean, I would. Personally, I would be like, all right, I'm going to use this to like, hey, like John, go get the beer, like, like boom, like yeah, I'd abuse the shit out of that.
Jason, what would you
Oh,
choose?
That's good to know.
That's a good.
So my
that's,
answer.
that's good to know.
and-
Jake has no morals.
We'll go back to
Whoa. Listen.
Oh, no,
It's like a
Jake,
joke. It's a jokey thing. It's a joke.
your point.
Like,
No, I
I
got
wouldn't-
you.
I wouldn't be like, John, go run full speed in front of the car. I'd be like, John, go get the beer. Like, it would be funny. That would be hilarious.
He would use his
we gotta-
powers for
with-
good.
Yeah, within means.
Jason, what do you got?
The only answer is earthbending. Let's be honest. Come on now.
Based on what?
the boulder.
Everything. The bowler.
The bowl.
And the
Is it only because you
and
want to
the
be blind
hippopotamus.
and you want to step on things and know
No,
where
you don't.
everything
You
is?
don't have to be blind
No,
to
you
be an
have to
earthbender.
gouge your eyes out, and you have to be blind now.
I mean, I'm halfway there. I can't see shit anyway, so
Oh,
I'm
there we
already
go.
halfway there.
Justin, what bending style would you prefer?
I, of course, would go with air.
Okay, why would you go with air?
You want to make
Because-
rocks dance?
It was the only one that you guys didn't pick.
Strong
I love a
argument.
good challenge.
You can't go wrong with that.
Okay, well, I chose fire because I thought a lot about the way I play like Call of Duty and like stuff like that. Is I kind of run in head first with no defense, and that seems to kind of be the firebending style. Is it's very aggressive, attack first, no real defense. Evade attack. So I like firebending. I think it's the coolest one. Plus, you could do lightning bending, or combustion bending. One of the two. Blow stuff up with your mind.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's always
Okay,
the
so
journey.
now we want to argue which side is the strongest.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously the wind.
Okay, why do you want to
It's
say the
definitely
wind,
the earth.
Justin?
I'm not. I'm going to let you guys argue and nitpick at the...
Ah, damn. He's got a flawless plan.
All right.
Oh
Jason,
no,
the
the
reason-
wind. Let me put a heavy wall. Let me just stand behind this wall or put a windbreaker on. Oh no, I'm gonna lose my umbrella in the wind. This is
Okay.
such an inconvenience.
Jake stepped up first. Hot take. Blood bending is a metaphor for rape.
Wow.
Oh God.
Wow.
Taking
Wow, I take
control
back
of
my
someone's
answer.
body without consent.
What's telekinesis is a rape thing.
Yeah, it's a metaphor.
Dr. X is a rapist. He's a
but
raper.
in this
He's a raper.
universe, it's a metaphor.
Yeah, I never thought of that.
Holy shit.
I've been sitting on that all
Oh,
day.
Jake doesn't feel good
Wow.
with bloodbending anymore.
Nope. I take back my answer.
Are we operating under the idea that bloodbending can only happen in a full moon?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so
'Cause
obviously during
Katara
the
did
day,
not do it at a full moon when she bloodbended that guy. Who was
You don't
Dr.
know.
Oh,
Orban.
yeah, she did.
You don't know if it was a full moon or not, though.
Well, we can't confirm nor deny it.
No, so it's up in the air. So it could be or it couldn't have been.
so all right, if we're operating under that idea, firebending get a fire boost during the sun, if they're angry, if Sozin's comet's coming down. Exactly. Firebending's obviously the most capable of defeating all the other ones. I mean, if it wasn't for the Avatar, firebending would have captured every single nation. I mean, it wiped out the Air Nation, was gonna almost destroy the Water Nation before Aang stepped in with spirit energy. But it was because of the Avatar. Let's be fair. They captured Ba Sing Se.
Killed him. He had him beat dead to rights. If it was any other Avatar, it would have just murdered him.
Yeah,
definitely.
But if there was no Avatar in this universe, Fire Nation obviously would have captured all the other nations and would have been the dominant one.
I don't know. Guess who beats?
I don't know about
The
that.
superior technology of the Fire Nation is the reason why they were more advanced.
Because they're firebenders, duh. You use fire for
Because
power.
of industry.
No, because they had a fucking drill to drill through a wall.
They had tanks that flipped over, and then like if you flip them, they're just like, oh, hang on one second, and like would
They
flip
killed
over
dragons, all right? You think that was what technology? No, they killed the baddest animal in the world.
Allegedly,
if you
because
take
they're
out
still
the
too alive.
technological advances that the Fire Nation had, they don't stand a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not see that wall on Ba Sing Se?
Okay,
That shit was like 10 times the Great Wall.
But Iroh broke through the wall, but was
He broke
only
through the
turned
first
away.
wall.
He broke through the first wall but the only reason he turned away was because his son died. If it wasn't for his son dying, he would have captured Ba Sing Se on his own without the drill.
Because his son did not possess any air in his lungs anymore, and thus died.
Yeah, but
air saved the Fire Nation from.
And also
evil.
destroyed the Fire Nation.
You can't confirm or deny
did it
that.
Destroy or did it save it? In the long run, I think it saved it.
Yes, because it adds more fuel to the fire.
But as the Avatar, even though he mastered all three elements, he was still scared to face the Fire Lord Ozai before Sozin's Comet, even just as a regular firebender. Fire was the most challenging.
Yeah, that's a full-grown man. Did you see his goatee? That thing is terrifying.
Sounded suspiciously
shooting out like sparks.
Yeah, dude, he's got hair bending. He's like,
he's like bo.
Yes.
You just start playing. I whip my hand back and
I like how
scrolling.
Jason's not even arguing earthbending. He's just like,
because I don't have to. It sits itself. Like you guys.
Yeah,
can
you just pick yourself
you
up in the air. You don't have any ability to do it.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You take you off the ground, you're toast.
Yeah, you're done.
I can make the ground come to me.
Hey, Bender, polar ice caps are melting. It's gonna be all water on the Earth. You lose.
That is the only flaw, but there's still Earth somewhere.
You may win the battle, but we win the war.
There's still Earth somewhere under the ground.
Well,
realistically, firebenders and waterbenders are the only ones that get power ups during day and night.
Yeah, because Earth and air don't need it.
Yeah, we're already at the top of the game.
Yeah, because they're already weak.
I could fucking bend metal, John. I could put you in a metal cage and you're done.
Only one
I could use
person
electricity and bend your metal and kill
What's
you.
that gonna do? Nothing.
Combustion bending, I'll blow you up.
Okay, get out of my metal cage first.
Easy.
I mean, technically, if we're going with...
Well, I was gonna say, if you're going fire, you could just melt the bars until they're like malleable and pull them apart.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that's a lot of heat you gotta go through.
Exactly.
But firebenders have an unlimited supply. Unlike earthbenders who need earth, firebenders don't need fire around them. They just make it out of thin air.
Do you know
no.
Speaking of air...
Thank God there's plenty of earth on the world. Oh no, what else would I do?
Yeah, if only you were trapped in
the...
the...
to put a vacuum around a firebender?
No.
No, I don't think so.
That would be an option.
I think you're thinking of the Flash when the Flash ran around the guy and sucked all the air out of him.
Yeah.
Flash is the original airbender.
I mean, air. Like, let's go.
I mean,
Aang did
Aang-
have like super speed at one point. 'Cause
Yeah,
he was like
I
running
could-
across
Aang
that
does
water
have super
fast.
speed, agility. He basically wins by just avoiding everything. He's the least confrontational. And I have to say Aang because he's the only one, which in this universe is a superior advantage. Because think about it. If there's earthbenders, there's waterbenders, and there's firebenders, people can interact with those. But if you get this left field type of fighting style, how are you going to fight it?
Yeah, but why are there no earthbenders left? Or airbenders left, I'm sorry.
Because
Why are there
they
no
were a
airbenders?
passive society who did not have an armed military, and they were jumped by a souped-up fire nation who was prepared to ambush.
You say jumped, I say weaker airbending style, so they lost.
Did you see all those dead firebenders?
There was
chilling
one.
In,
There was one
Master,
helmet.
what's
that
his
was
name's
it.
Place?
Gyatso?
Monk's Miyatsu, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
no,
wasn't
they
even ready, and he just knocked them all dead.
They weren't dead. They just took off their armor because they was too easy to beat the airbender.
Did they?
They're
take
all
It's
skeleton
because they got
bones.
too hot.
They took a
They
long
got too
nap.
hot in their armor. That's what it was.
It's like that.
Their
that
metal
Batman
armor.
Video. Yeah, that Batman
Well-
video. They're not dead. They're just sleeping.
I
People
think our
fight me, they get
listeners
real
should
tuckered out.
email in, tell us what they think would win. What's the best bending style? Is it fire, water, air, earth? I mean, I don't even know why I'm saying earth. It's obviously fire.
It was the one that I was
Terrible.
defaulted to do.
I want to change my answer because the blood bending thing was kind of fucked. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
a
go
little
air.
bit.
I'm gonna go air.
Okay.
Because you can fly, dude. He could fly. He literally
Yeah,
flies
that's
all over
true.
the place.
Firebenders can fly.
What was the biggest achievement
Dude, they
of
shoot
the
a little
Fire
burst.
Nation later on for advantages? They needed to fly. You have
Yeah.
controls
Yeah, you
of
just
the
pump
air,
up a-
you have controls of everything. Controls.
Yeah, but then airbenders lose all that when firebenders just use a balloon.
Yeah, but you can
But you
take
also
out a
gotta
balloon
think about
easily, and gravity hasn't changed, and they can't airbend to keep themselves up. They're going down.
No,
gonna,
you
like,
just
put a little
use
sled
fire.
ball in the ground, and they're not gonna die.
Excuse me, do space rockets use wings or flaps to get in? No, they use fire to get into space because we're more powerful.
Yeah, but you know what happens when sky rockets are in flight? There's an
Afternoon
afternoon
delight?
delight.
Yeah, so everybody write in and tell John why he's wrong at picking fire.
Yep.
You can
We
debate
didn't even argue
Earth or water.
Earthbender.
Because I didn't have to.
Just saying this. Blastoise beats Charizard every time.
Mm-hmm.
John, you know how you put out fire?
No.
You put a giant rock on it and smother it. Fire's gone. Problem
All I
solved.
have to do is put paper on you, Jason. You lose.
Damn paper.
Next
And I can beat paper.
Next week, we get into the bullshit mechanics of rock, paper, scissors.
No, you want
Me
to know why?
too.
Because rock sucks.
We're going to argue the best rock, paper, scissors next week.
It's clearly scissors.
Clearly fire. 'cause
I'm
you can
still
burn
going
all of
rock.
them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jason, would a firebender took on a earthbender.
Hey.
Remember, he had the hammers against Zuko. Zuko beat him easily once he started using firebending. He was going to be in with just the swords, but then he started using firebending and he won.
Hot take,
No, you're wrong.
John. Just like your shirt, fire is the weaker of the two options out there.
Yeah, without
What?
question.
How does that have to do with my shirt?
He's no Batman. Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne whooped
Yeah.
that dick. Whooped that
No,
dick hard.
no. Nightwing
Yes.
beat Batman when Batman was trying. He wanted to see if he was ready, and Nightwing won. And Nightwing's the only one that will ever take on Batman's mantle because Bruce Wayne doesn't trust anyone else besides Dick Grayson. Got him.
Okay.
Damian
this
didn't
is all
take
a
up the
moot
mantle in the
point.
future. We can go in any
Yeah.
type of continuity, John.
Guys, this is all a moot point. Batman's a bitch in any continuity.
Wow, that's slander.
Hot take.
That's-
Hot take.
He's a bitch in any continuity. Like, it's fine.
Do you guys have any final thoughts about the show? Anything else you want to talk about?
I do also want to point back to Iroh's workout routine is basically what Bruce Wayne did in The Dark Knight Rises before Bruce Wayne did it.
Interesting. So you're saying a firebender is the best.
Nope. Hey.
Interesting.
Iroh is only powerful because he acknowledged other bendings as important.
Yes.
Basically saying, "Hey,
Oh.
mine's not good enough, so I got to go somewhere else."
Hold on.
That's but that's
we all
all
agree that
bending style.
Iroh is the
No, 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 no. If he
should
was
be the
anything
average
else,
height.
he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm already too powerful."
Never
If-
mind. I was
if-
going to make
yeah.
a counterpoint, but never mind.
What's that?
I was say about your lightning,
What about it?
but that's only when you redirect it. So it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah,
It's water bending.
yeah. Only when you redirect it, not when you.
You learned that from the water tribe.
And to be fair, lightning bending is completely deadly except for Iroh, Suko, and Aang. Now they're the only three that know it. So if I shoot lightning at any of you, you die.
I wouldn't.
Neither
Why?
would I.
I mean, Zuko didn't die when what's her name shot him with lightning.
Azula.
Yeah, because Katara
Yeah.
got her with the special healing water. That doesn't count.
Yeah.
And Jake's already given up waterbending because he doesn't want to be a rapist.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, I had to take down Jake.
I had a solid logic, and then it just got blown out of the water. Real
The
bad.
sad part is I would probably argue water is the strongest.
I was gonna pick water if Jake didn't pick it.
Yeah.
Nope, as soon as you said that, when I was done, I was like, you know, I was thinking more of like a kind-hearted ghost that would like, hey, I'm gonna move the remote slightly out of your way. He went the complete opposite spectrum.
It's like when I
Yeah.
took down what was it? What did I destroy you with? One other argument, Bender.
51st dates.
Yeah. Because Rob Schneider was racist.
Yeah.
Who is the only person to ever actually kill Aang?
Azula?
It was Azula. She killed him with
Time.
lightning.
Did she kill
No,
him though?
No.
And he's
he's still alive.
No, he was killed, but Katara
No.
brought him back to life with
No.
his.
He was,
Go back
he was
and
on
watch
the
the
way
episode.
out. He was on his way out.
wasn't
He didn't
dead.
die.
Just lost his connection to the Avatar
The seventh
state.
chakra.
That was it. He never died. He still had life in his
Also,
chest.
In
all
the follow-up
time.
episode, Aang says, "I was gone and you brought me back." Joke's on you. He was dead. She brought him back. Like
Yeah,
CPR.
John, I was gone to the store and my car broke down, and then my parents brought me back.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is if it wasn't for Katara, Firebender would have killed the Avatar in the Avatar state.
Ambushed.
Ambush. Yeah, that's a very correct word.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you guys were just watching every single angle. I'll punch you from anywhere. I'll punch you right now. You won't even know.
You won't do it. You'll square up.
I'll just jump right. I just jumped right through the window.
Notice, I will point out that Aang avoids basically everything, but it took him to be in the Avatar state to have to use fire, water, and earth as well as air to get hit by something. Basically, it took him down a power level. Lost his
Yes, but if he
agile nature.
But if it wasn't for him going into the Avatar state, he would have died by firebending anyway.
No, he wouldn't have. He would have just yeeted on out of there.
I feel like he would have died by something
I mean,
else.
he would have lost to the Fire Lord if it wasn't for going into the Avatar state. So
no,
he kind of didn't even
pure
beat
spirit is
Fire
the
Lord.
reason he didn't lose to the Fire Lord.
Yeah.
He
And it was
definitely
the
would have.
Phoenix King, by the way.
Yeah.
you're right. Well, everyone, email in at hottakesandbeerbreaks@gmail.com if you have any other different thoughts, or follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. Comment there anywhere where you think who is the better bending style, what you thought of the show.
That's all we want.
Jeez,
What
you
are you guys
didn't
gonna
even
watch
talk.
Because I didn't have to.
I think next week we should talk about the Bruce Lee 30 for 30. I think that would
We're
be a good
talking
one.
about the better option in rock, paper, scissors, John. It's already been decided.
Well, it's not
There's a 30
rock
for
because it
30 on
loses
Bruce
the
Lee.
paper.
Yeah.
we'll
There's
talk
a
about
30
this
for
later.
30 on Bruce.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possible spoilers to next week. Bruce Lee.
Maybe. I don't think that comes out for another 2 weeks, though, John. So.
No, it comes out this Sunday.
Hot
Oh, I
take
thought
this
it was
Sunday.
following.
This Sunday, yeah. That's why I thought
Hey,
about it.
hey,
I was
Go watch it, guys.
Well, if you enjoyed this commentary, please leave a like. Give us 5 stars wherever you're listening. I'm just naming things. But thank you for watching. We'll see you guys here next week. Bye.
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 All right.
This says bye
I
to
wish-
us.
I wish that dog barked at it.